Hello and welcome to Blue Club Sports, coming at you with another World Cup video. Today's video we're going to be covering Croatia versus Belgium, which ended in a 0-0 draw. Should be a quick video, but Croatia advanced to the knockout stages. They finished second in the group on 5 points. Belgium get knocked out because of the result, and they finished third on 4 points. Morocco wins the group on 7 points, and Canada finishes dead last on 0 points. I just want, before I get into the match breakdown, I will have a video coming up breaking down all the results of the groups, who advanced, who got knocked out early. So keep an eye out for that. It's basically a video I'm doing because there was a lot of games I wanted to watch live. I wasn't able to. So since I didn't watch the games, I'm not going to be doing videos on. So I will, at the end of the group stage, I'll make a video talking about, for instance, how I had Canada winning the group and they're out on 0 points, which is very disappointing. The USA advancing, of course, stuff like that. So keep an eye out for that. Once the conclusion of the group stage comes, I will have that video posted the same day. So, Croatia versus Belgium. Croatia going in just needed a draw or a win. They could not lose, and Belgium needed a win. So, of course, the first half, Belgium are the attacking side. Croatia, really defensive, organized, everything. Guardiola looked like an absolute beast. I can see why. I've never seen him play live until today. I can see why he's always being rumored, linked to transfers to the big Premier League sides and also other big European sides as well. But Croatia really were lucky to escape with a 0-0 draw. Yes, they had the penalty, but it was ruled offside through VAR, and they didn't get to take the penalty because the player was offside. And before I get into it, one thing I wanted to get through was the referee, Anthony Taylor. He's, if you know, as a Chelsea fan, if you know, you know, this referee is an absolute muppet. He is, I don't know how he's in the profession. I don't know how he's not suspended because of, just incompetency. He's so garbage. He makes the dumbest mistakes. It's just, I don't get how he's in a job. But I'm glad, honestly, that none of his dumb decisions, all his dumb decisions got canceled out through VAR. And it's just, I feel like the VAR, and maybe I'll do another video on this, but I feel like the VAR in FIFA is a lot better than the VAR in the Prem. I don't know why. I just sense that the VAR decisions are correct on FIFA, but when Premier League tries to implement it, it just doesn't work well. But maybe I'm just thinking, I'm just being a conspiracy theorist, but it's just, I just feel like VAR is just way much better at this tournament than what I see in the Premier League. Every week I watch it. But to go back to the game, Croatia win a penalty, but it's ruled out by VAR since the player was offside. Dries Mertens had a big chance in the first half, does not finish it. I was watching the American broadcast on Fox. Landon Donovan goes on to say, well, if you would have to think that once they bring Lukaku on, he gets a similar chance like that. He will finish it and Belgium will win this game. And so they bring on Lukaku in the second half, and it just did not happen. Lukaku had at least 4 big chances from what I remember off the top of my head, and he missed them all. It was really a bad performance from Lukaku. Probably because of the magnitude of the match, the implications of them winning. I think this was probably one of the worst games in his career. And that's because I didn't watch him in the Man United. Maybe he has worse games with Man United. And he had bad games with Chelsea. But Lukaku, I never viewed him as a top striker. Maybe that's cruel. I felt like he's a striker that's like an Alvaro Morata. He plays for big clubs, but he's not really an elite striker. He's not a top class striker at all. I've never considered him that. I think he was very fortunate that he was in a position at Inter Milan under Antonio Conte, the way they were playing, to create those numbers he did that season to make him get a big move back to Chelsea. But that year, honestly speaking, that was an outlier, for sure, because the Lukaku I know, the Lukaku we saw today, that's not the same guy. And I think, like I said, that Inter Milan year was an outlier, and this is the real Lukaku. And four chances for Lukaku, and he missed all of them. Some of them he didn't even. Some of these chances were easy chances he could have at least put on frame, and he just didn't. It was very disappointing, especially if you're a Belgium fan. I was a neutral. I don't really have a dog in this race. I just want a good match of football, and I got that. Even though it was a 0-0 draw, it was definitely not a dull 0-0 draw. It was definitely not a 0-0 draw like I saw with Mexico and Poland. Definitely not that. But yeah, that my main takeaway was Croatia. Even though they probably should have lost if Lukaku was somewhat competent, is definitely a team that I do not want to face as a USA fan. I just think I just don't want to play Croatia because they have a good midfield. They have Kovacic. They have Modric. Their defense is good enough with Gvardiol leading it with Dejan Lovren. And their striker is the only one that I don't know much of. And I just don't think that's like they used to have Mandzukic and now they have Kramaric, I think. So it's just I just don't know. I don't rate their attack very well, but they got the job done. They're advancing on 5 points. And yeah, they're unbeaten. They have 1 win and 2 draws, so credit to them for advancing. But Belgium are knocked out, and the thing with Belgium is I never rated their manager. I had them advancing out of the group. I thought they were finishing a second, but Roberto Martinez has to go now. Disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. I think still, I think it's harsh for you to think Belgium were going to be a favorite to win. I think a lot of these guys are kind of past their prime. Their best chance was going to be in 2018. They finished third. I think that was the best chance for them winning, and it's sad to see that golden generation basically get wasted. Unless you think third's an accomplishment, you would think at least they would make it to a World Cup final. Those expectations were that huge on them. But yeah, Belgium's going to be a team that I'm going to be interested to see in the next World Cup because there's going to be a change of guard for sure. A lot of players that are not going to be on that team that just because of age and retirement, all that. So it'll be very interesting, but you would have to think Roberto Martinez gets the sack. There's just no other way I can see that. But the only player I feel bad for is Kevin De Bruyne. He did everything he could to make Belgium win this game, and they just didn't come through for him. And it's just very disappointing because even though he plays for Manchester City, who I think are trash, like I hate Manchester City, I hate what they stand for. Kevin De Bruyne I have huge respect for. I think he's one of the best players in the world. So it's just sad to see him get knocked out. And yeah, I think it would be failure. I think Belgium going into this tournament saw this group and said, yeah, we should win this group, not be out after the group stage. So there's going to be big changes for Belgium. There's no question about it. And we'll see how far Croatia goes. I think Croatia is a difficult side, like I said. I think if they go against the USA, I think that's a really hard match for the Americans because we dominated midfield. We dominate the midfield usually, and, this might be one where we don't dominate the midfield as much as we would want to. So hopefully we don't run into them. I think they're going to be... I don't know how the bracket breaks down, but hopefully they're on the other side because, man, we're going to be screwed then. But that's all I got for this video, guys. Like I said, Belgium crashed out of the group stage, something that I really didn't think would happen. I thought they would underperform at this tournament, but I thought at least they were going to make it out of the group stage. But, man, big things at the World Cup. Like I said, I'll have a video coming out at the conclusion of the group stage covering all the group stage, basically shockers, teams that fail to advance, like Mexico. In my opinion, Canada was supposed to advance on this group. So yeah, big things coming here on the channel. Right now, I'm just doing mostly World Cup content. If you're interested, I'll be doing occasional Giants videos, New York Giants videos. They are approaching the business end of the season. They need to basically win some games now if they want to make the playoffs. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. But mostly on this channel, I'll be doing World Cup videos for now. But if you liked the video, please drop a like. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And thank you for watching, and you guys have a good day.